Hey everybody, welcome back to the Carry and Cut YouTube channel. And if you're new here, I sure do appreciate you stopping by and watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment down below. Check out our Instagram at carryandcut and our Patreon at carryandcut also. All the support from the Patreon goes directly back into the channel to buy new knives and new equipment to hopefully make the quality and the content better for you guys. And I really do appreciate everybody supporting us on the Patreon. It means the world to us, and it's awesome to see you guys giving back. And we're gonna put all that money to good use and buy new stuff for you. So really appreciate it, and it's awesome to see. So today we have a pretty interesting knife. Kansept actually sent this knife over for us to take a look at, and it is a interesting little dude. So this is the Kansept Mini Korvid. This is a Coke Tools design, and they make a normal one, then they make an XL one that's like I had to zoom in the camera here, but this darn thing it's giant. I mean, it's every bit of, I don't know exactly how big it is, but it's a giant knife. It's a big old meat cleaver, and this thing is definitely pretty crazy. I am not the biggest fan of this knife. I'm going to be straight up front with you and be honest with you. This is, of course, just not my cup of tea. Might be somebody's favorite thing in the world. I mean, if you're into really small knives, I think this thing would be great to have on your desk as like a little, conversation starter, I guess you will, or anything like that. I mean, you could use this thing. Definitely throw it in your pocket and go. If you look for a really tiny fifth carry pocket knife, then this would be even better for you. But this thing is, it is just crazy. It's different to see how small. I mean, look how small this thing is. It's not even. It's about the size of my middle finger right there. So, definitely a cute little thing. We got of course, we got JG10 on the handles here. We do have a 154 cm blade on this thing, so we have a pretty, good blade steel on such a little knife here. It's actually like meant to work, and you could actually put this knife to work, I guess you could say. If you had a really small apple or really small onion you wanted to do some fine chopping with, then you definitely could. Of course, there's going to be no pocket clip on this thing. Most of the pocket clips I have on my knives are just as big as the actual knife itself, so that wouldn't work. But we do have a nice little lanyard hoop right there, and that's going to be pretty cool to see. If you wanted to throw a lanyard on this thing, you could run an extra long lanyard and a bead all the way out top of it, so this thing could ride in the bottom of your pocket, and the lanyard and the bead you could hang out the outside, and you could pull it right on out of there. So I know this knife definitely isn't a joke, and I'm sorry if I'm being joking with you, but I do like all of Kansept stuff. They do have some very nice knives, and they do good work. I mean, don't get me wrong, this thing is an excellent knife for what it is. We do have dual deployment. We got the flipper on the back, and we have our front flipper that I can't exactly utilize very well. There it went. Definitely can't do it one-handed. Feels like I'm going to cut myself if I even... Oof. There we go. Something like that. I don't know. There we go. Two-hand open this giant knife right here. So let's go and do some specs on it, if you will. Let's get our tape measure out. We're looking at under 4 inches for the whole thing. We're looking maybe 3 7/8 inch. Maybe even, it's not going to be 3 3/4. It's going to be a little bit more than 3 3/4. The blade itself, we're looking at inch, just less than 1.5 inches. It actually might be 1.5 inches actually on the blade length. Cutting edge, we're at almost 1 3/8, maybe just a little more than 1 5/16. I guess you could say something around there. Let's go ahead and get a weight on it. I mean, this thing it's a pretty light knife, but it's not a crazy light at the same time. We're looking at 1.3 ounces, so there you go for your ounce per inch. We're just about right there. So, bug out territory, I guess you could say, almost. Let's get some size comparisons going on. The only other actually small knife that I have is this one right here, and this is the Vosteed Mini Labrador, and it's not even, I mean, this knife feels giant compared to this one. This one I can get a good 3-finger grip on, and I do like this one. Titanium 14C 28N blade steel. This is a great little knife to use. So, other than that, don't really have any small knives. We can do some other crazy size comparisons if you want to. How about up against the Spyderco PM2? Crazy size difference there. How about the Spyderco Delica? This is a little bit of a smaller knife that I have, but it's yeah, this is in a league of its own, I guess you could say. Kind of crazy how small the overall package of this thing is, but it's cool. It's for somebody out there. You know, $60 for the price tag on this thing too. So that is, you know, just something a little crazy. I know the build quality is something that they're going to bring up, at least for the price on this thing. And the materials. I mean, we got JG10 on the handles. We got 154 cm blade steel. So you're getting a good upgraded blade steel on this dude. And I'm pretty sure we're even running on bearings on this. No, I think they are washers. I think we got washers on this one. Of course, you're not going to have no fall shut action or nothing like that. There it goes. It flew down. Give it a little bit of a love tap, and she'll go into place there. But for a, you know, money side of things, you know, here's a $25 knife. This is the VNLA Praxis Flipper. This is going to be our 1,000 subscriber giveaway knife. This knife was very affordable, less than $30, and it's got 14C 28N on the blade steel and a giant blade flipper. We got bearings in the pivot, and of course, it's just not, you can't really compare those things. It's not what it is. Here's another cheaper knife. This is our 750 subscriber giveaway knife. This is a F and Grow. Can't exactly remember the model on this one either off the top of my head, but this is another cheaper $25-ish knife at the same time. So I understand that the materials and everything is you know, better on this knife, but just the overall package, and I'm not even know what I'm trying to say. I don't want to beat up too much on it because I know this definitely does have a somebody will buy this thing for sure. On Blade HQ website, these things are out of stock. So some people like these. People are buying them. So that's the cool thing. I mean, some people do want these, and I'm not. So definitely pretty cool about that one. Yeah. So I do like it though. Other than that, don't really have too much more to say about this thing. It's we do got let's do a hardware check on it. How about that? We got it's gonna be T8 for the pivot. Yep, T8 for the pivot. We got T8 for the body screws too. No, we got T6 for the body screws. So yep, T6 for the body screws on there. So that's pretty cool. All right, so I think that's pretty much it. Don't know what else we have to talk about on this thing other than we got the price down, handle down, we got the liner lock, of course, we got the action, opening, deployment, we got a nice little fuller up there for all sorts of crazy cool stuff. Can't really get the reverse flick on this thing. Ooh, yeah, we can. Let's try that one more time. So I got the reverse flick. Oof, perfect. Nice. So it is cool. I do like it. I kept, you know, talking some smack about it, but the more I'm messing with it, I did carry it around for a couple days, kind of as a secondary backup dude. And it did get a little bit of a use, but it is, you know, definitely pretty cool. So if you guys are looking for a tiny pocket knife, super tiny pocket knife, I'll have it linked down in the description below, and it does help with the channel. And I do want to thank Kansept for sending this in to us. So, of course, this is they provided this for me, but I want to give a honest and accurate review for the best of my knowledge that I can. And it might not be exactly my cup of tea, but it's definitely going to be someone else's cup of tea. So just make sure you keep that in mind. If you're looking for a super small, fidgety, I mean, you could fidget with this thing, I guess, you know, whatever you want to do. If you had really small hands, this would be a perfect, great big knife for you. So thanks, guys. Till next time.